In the program, when you have many conditions, for example, like in this flow chart, you have two conditions. One condition, when it's matched, it go to blue line here. If it's not, then it further prove the other condition, which is the second condition here. If this condition is matched, then it go to the blue line here and execute this statement. If it's not, then it go to red line. With this flowchart, you can use the if-else statement that we studied last time in the previous video. But you may use the switch case statement, which is the other kind of decision in the Java program. In the switch case statement, you start with the word switch and then wrap the parent with the variable. Unlike if-else statement, you just wrap the parent with the condition, but in the switch case, you wrap the parent with the variable. And this variable will be used to prove in the case. And if the variable matches the constant here, it executes this statement. If the variable matches this constant here, it executes this statement. If it doesn't match any constant in the case, it goes to default statement. And you notice that every case must match with the black here. It must wrap it with the black. We'll look at later if we don't have black what will happen. But let me show you the sample of the switch case. This is a sample when it proves the choice, which is integer. It's variable in the type integer, and if the choice is equal to 1, which is the first case here, then it print out you select choice 1 and then black. Then black means get out of this switch, so just stop and execute anything below switch here. And if the choice is equal to 2, then it print out this statement, you select choice 2 and then black. If it doesn't match any case, then it goes to default, so this one. So let me show you how to code this switch case statement. For example, in this simple program, I have a variable declare and assign a value to it. And this variable is integer, is code, the name is code. And in the switch case statement, I will use this variable to prove the case. So I put in switch and open the parent and then code inside it. And then open the blanket and close the blanket for this switch case. Now inside the switch, I put in case and then followed by the value, which is constant to prove in this case, which is 1. And then followed by the colon here, just to tell the Java compiler that anything after, if it matches this case, then it execute anything after the colon here. So in this case, I will print out code is 1 and then just blank. If the code is 2, then I print out code is 2 and then blank. And then I put in the default case, which I don't need to put in any constant like a case on top, because in this case it will be cached anything that doesn't match the case above. Then below the switch case, I will print out something. before I run this program, I will put in assign the code to 1. So to summarize this, I put switch statement and then prove the variable of code. If code equal to 1, then it print out this and then break. And if the code is equal to 2, then it print out this and then break. If it doesn't match 1 or 2, then it go to default. You can notice that in the switch case statement, you cannot put things like more than or equal. It's always have to be equal, not more than or less than, or any other condition. So let's try to run this program. Okay, so it print out code is 1, program exit. So what happened is when you run the program, it go to switch statement, prove that code is 1. So it match this case and print out this statement and then go to break. When it break, it get into here, this statement, and print out the program exit. Because this statement is below the switch case. Now let's try to remove this break statement and see what's happened. Okay, so I just remove it and run again. So I get the different output. It say code is 1, code is 2, and program exit. In the switch case statement, unlike a if-else statement where you have a bracket and to obviously define what should be executed when it matches the condition and what else. And in the switch case statement, when it matches the case, it just execute any statement below the case followed by the colon until it reaches break. If it doesn't have break here, it will go into other statement inside the other case, which is this one. So it print out 1, sys out code is 1, sys out code is 2, and then when it get to break, it go here after switch blanket and then execute this one. That's why print out code is 1, code is 2, and program exit. Okay, now let's put the break back in, and then we change from 1 into 5, and then let's run the program. So it get into default case, not match any case above, and then program exit, which is this one. So to summarize it, switch case is just like a waterfall. It just execute any case that match and then execute it until it reaches the break statement. If it doesn't match any case, it go to default statement, which is here. In the case, you can also put in more than one statement. For example, like this. Okay, so it print out code is 1, then blah blah, and then it reaches break. Then when it reaches break, it get outside the switch case and execute this one. Okay, so this should give you the idea of how to use the switch case. Thank you for watching.